Hey y'all, what is up? It is AKC here, and today I'm back with another review. And today I'm reviewing. Screen. There we go. Sometimes I might be introvert by Little Simz. Now, if you don't know who Little Simz is, I'll be pretty happy to tell you who she is. Now, Little Simz is a rapper from the UK. Dun dun dun. I know a lot of UK rappers don't really come up to par with US rappers. That sounds like a stereotype, but it's kind of just true. There's like a few exceptions, of course, and guess what? She's one of those exceptions. She is mostly popular for not only this album that came out last year, but also Gray Area, which I actually recently re-listened to while listening to this album, and wow, it's such a consistently good album with consistently good rapping, very compact rapping, and I would say rapping wise, I think Gray Area is better, but I feel like conceptually, sequencing wise, and overall like subject matter wise, I think I prefer sometimes not might be Introvert, but we're gonna get to that later. I'm just really happy to talk about this, especially since actually one of you guys actually recommended it to me. I know it took a long time for me to listen to it and review it, but here it is. It's here. Also, this is the last album off my albums to listen to in 2022 list. So yeah, I can't wait to review this. So let's go right in with the intro. Introvert. I like what you did there, Little Simz. So Introvert already starts out grand and epic as like this very big marching band type of feel and beat. It makes it sound epic. It makes it sound like it's the finale or something, which is hilarious since this is my last album before. I'm done with listening to basically done listening to newer albums I haven't heard before, basically. Wow, it's crazy. It's kind of just like previews all of the different subject matter she's gonna talk about throughout the album. I feel like kind of just talks about either like her and her sometimes introvertedness, how different she thought she was, or the different problems happening, I would say, in the UK and around the world. Again, like I said with I think that Max and K review, it's nice to hear a different perspective in a different country than America. You know what I mean? And it's just very good. Very, very good. I would say it's probably like it's definitely one of the best tracks on the album. There's a lot of songs in there that's one of the best tracks on the album. Which actually brings me to the song, Woman. Oh my goodness, this is such a pretty song, such a pretty neo soul song. Cleo Soul absolutely kills it on the vocals. This song basically just talks about how Little Simz loves women and just wants to see them succeed and wants to see them, be themselves. Another thing I caught on this is that she actually mostly talks about colored women, people from Haiti, and you got other Asian Indian women, Asian women, even a couple of just mainly just colored women with melatonin, which I really, really, really like. I really like that. And then we go to Two Worlds Apart. Great sample, such a fun sample. I really love how it starts off with dun 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 dun. It starts off hard, and it's a very pretty song, kind of just talking about how Little Simz and this person are two worlds apart. They really don't communicate as much, or communicate as much as they should be. This is actually kind of gets brought up again in other songs, what was it? It was I think Misunderstood, freaking I feel like also I See You, Misunderstood and I See You, where she mainly just talks about this other person. It could either be herself or somebody else. I feel like it's probably herself, since it actually is about herself. If you abbreviate, sometimes it might be Introvert. It actually spells Simbi, which is the kind of the first 5 letters of her name, which is Simbiatu, I think, which is a very nice touch. So I feel like it's about herself. Plus, on intro, was that an Introvert? No, yeah. On Introvert, it does talk about how who am I supposed to act as? Am I supposed to act as Little Simz or as or a Simz, like who am I supposed to be? And I feel like that's what Two Worlds Apart is. It's about her different like sides fighting with herself. And then that kind of gets more built on upon in I Love You, I Hate You. Very good sample again. I really love the sample. I love how it's mixed in with the orchestral type of production that's actually pops up in multiple of the interludes, and in some of the in the beginning, in like throughout the songs on the first half, there's a little bit of an orchestral type of influence, and it's definitely shown here because after every single time she's gonna finish a verse or whatever, you have like these grand strings come in with the I Love You, I Hate You sample back in your lyrics, and oh my goodness, it just sounds epic. It sounds nice. It's just like very, very, very good. I also think she just pops off. She just very much pops off. She like again, she's kind of talking about herself. And I like how throughout the song she'll say something like, "Hey, I love this," or she'll say something that has to do with love or something, and then the sample will be like, "I love you," and then she'll say something that like hurts her, so she'll be like, "I hate you," and then actually at one point she actually says contrasting things. So she'll say something not so nice, like you will not say this, that's something that you supposedly love or something, but then like she'll put the I hate you sample over, or she'll do the same thing. She'll just switch them apart. I really love that. I feel like that's a really nice touch. I don't know if that was intended. I feel like it was intended. Maybe I'm overanalyzing the song. I feel like I'm not. Then Lil Q Part 2, very childish sample, very playful. With the la 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 la. Very nice song. I just don't think it stacks up with I Love You, I Hate You, and all the rest of basically the first 4 songs. Still very, very, very great. I think it's just again, kind of just talking about herself, which is nice. Then I think Speak is kind of like an interlude. Well, after the interlude, Speed is kind of like another instrumental interlude in a way. This one's actually I like the beat of this one. It's very awkward. It's very weird. The beat is very I wouldn't say avant-garde, but very unorthodox in a way, and that fits very well for someone who's an introvert. Usually, an introvert is kind of very awkward in like social situations and everything, and the beat perfectly fits that. Then we go to Standing Ovation. Oh my goodness, dude. When every time I think about the song, I just think about how much she just pops off. She just talks about how she needs a standing ovation for being in the game for this long, and basically she wants her flowers. And I like how some a rapper's actually saying no, I think I should be getting the credit for what I deserve. And I think I agree with her. Obviously, I think she makes some pretty good music from what I've heard. And this is obviously absolutely helps with the orchestral type of production that pops up again, and with every single part of our verse, basically I think 1 or 2 beats, you have these grandiose hard-hitting strings that go like dun 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 dun, and it just sounds very dramatic. It's like a play, actually. I do think this is kind of like a movie or a play. I think that's what she was trying to do. Then we go to I See You, and this is kind of just slows it down a little. And I think this just talks about how she's just seen somebody within her dreams, and she just wants to be with them. She doesn't want to wake up. She doesn't want to go back to the life that she doesn't really want to do. She wants to just chill out. And I absolutely love this song. It's such a chill and nice change of pace. The bass is nice. You have these really nice vocal samples that go dun, 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 and Cleo Soul comes back and absolutely kills it with her vocals. Man. Then we go to Rollin Stone, and this here is where I'm it's I think the first part is a very good, nice little grime section. But then you go to the second part where it's kind of just boring. I wish there was a lot more happening. It's not bad, but compared to everything that's around it, I feel like it definitely could have been better. Still, it's definitely not bad. It's actually far from bad. I feel like this would be probably one of the best tracks on somebody else's album. I'm not gonna lie. Then we go to Protect My Energy, and I love this song. It's a very kind of I wouldn't say optimistic, but it's a very self-loving song in the fact that you can tell that she's comfortable with herself, and she's comfortable with keeping her feelings to herself, which in my opinion, it's not a good idea. But if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. And I love how she does it. She is so cheery and fun about it, and I just love the different random turn. You know what I mean? I love the random turn in like the music. Just completely different. Then we go to Point and Kill, and oh my goodness, the Afro beats come in and just hit it. I like how, first of all, yes, it point like first of all, this song is basically just about how if Little Simz wants it, then she's gonna get it. She's gonna point and kill. And Obongjayar, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Absolutely, again, she gets the best people for her courses, and like he perfectly fits the vibe of the song. It's a lot more Afrocentric type of beat. It's still a little bit contemporary. It's not like Fear No Man, definitely not. But like it's still a lot more like Afrocentric. It's a really groovy. The bass on it is so nice. Man, I love it. I love this song. Then we go to Fear No Man. For some reason, this automatically reminded me of Fear Not a Man by Mos Def. Off of Black on Both Sides. Also, a very great album. If you think I should review that one, I totally will. Anyways, very tribal type of beat. Very tribal type of beat. I like how the sample or the vocals in the chorus are kind of muffled in a way. It makes it sound like very old and, like I said, tribal. And then again we have Lil Simz kind of just saying, "Fear no man, I'm very confident and I can do this. I'm confident in myself," and I really like that. Then after an interlude, we go to "How Did You Get Here?" And man, again, this is one of those tracks where it's like, wow, this is really the end, and it really does feel like it's the end. You know what I mean? With like the way how like the vocals just go, "How did you get? How did you get here? How did you get?" And it's very, very sentimental in the fact you can tell that like she's been wanting to do like this music thing, and like she's actually succeeding in it. And after this album, this was pretty, I feel like, really received. This was really received, and you could tell that she's feeling it, and I love that. She even says like, yeah, even after what everybody else was saying and everything, like about how I couldn't do it, I still was able to do it, and that's nice. Then we go to Misunderstood, and again, this just talks about herself and how yeah, she thinks she's misunderstood. I like how like there's actually like a double entendre here. She's again misunderstood, but she's also misunderstood. Like she's like, you understand her, but you kind of like misunderstand what she's saying. Again, like I feel like with an introvert, you know, I feel like they're kind of very decisive and they don't really know what to say in certain situations. They're misunderstood, but like people still love them. She still have loved ones, and she still loves herself. Other things, and yeah, that's basically the end of the album. And yeah, first of all, very great album. Other things I would like to comment on this album are the different interludes, which can range from like really, I feel like really great, like with Little Q Part 1, basically being a direct, like, you know, direct prequel or whatever to Little Q Part 2. And I also think the Gems interlude is also pretty decent. I don't count interludes in my albums unless they have rapping or music or whatever criteria is going to fit for that album if they have interludes. Here, it was just if they had rapping in them. None of them had rapping in them, so none of them counted. But like I said, Gems was all right, and then The Rapper Came to Tea is just okay. Honestly, it's probably the worst one on there, and I Never Make Promises and The Garden are both all right. The interludes, I'm really a big fan of interludes, I guess. It's very hard to get them right, but I think she used them in the way that they were intended for this album. Again, also I actually like the album cover. I think it very much fits the music. But overall, very, very, very good album. I'm happy that, you know, subscriber, you freaking recommended this to me. It's a very great album. And I would recommend like everybody who's like watching this video, please listen to this album. Like, please, I feel like you would like it. I feel like I probably know a fair amount of people who might like it. It's just very eclectic, diverse, and has a lot of different styles. And her rapping is just good all around. So I think I'll give it a strong 9.5. Yeah, I think it's up there. I I think it's up there. I think it's like probably top 5 what I listened to this year. Anyways, yeah, I'm happy. I'm sorry I didn't do a review, like for like a very, very long time. I kind of just want to take a break. I was kind of just listening to albums. I didn't feel like reviewing them. Yeah. See ya. I guess I'll see you maybe for the year recap. Yeah. See ya.